Okay, so for 3.1 or 3.2b, we're looking at getting a residual and interpreting it. So what we want to do first is remember that a residual is the actual value minus a prediction. So in this case, I have a scatter plot here. And so these are my actual data values. So all of these points, these are my actual points. And then anything on the line is a prediction. So the dots are the actuals. Anything you're using the line for is a prediction. And the difference between them is your residual. So let's try one out. So if I wanted to write the equation of my line here, I could do so by looking at the computer output and writing it out, so then I can make a prediction. So y hat in this case, this is always the y-intercept constant. So this is 1136 plus the second number is always my slope, 14.673 x. And so let's say we want to get the residual for the point at, we'll say this is about 300. So we're going to plug in x equals 300 into our equation because I need my prediction first. So I can estimate my actual, and I'll do that in a second, but I also need my prediction to know how far off things were. So we're going to do this guy. So y hat equals 1136 plus 14.673 times 300. So now on your calculator, which I dropped on the floor. TI-84s are pretty sturdy. I'm going to plug this in. 14.673 times 300. The number here is 55379.9. So this number is telling me this is on my predicting line. So at this point, at about 300, my line is predicting us up here, but my actual point is down here. So the difference between these two, this big fat green line, that's my residual. So this is my prediction because I plugged it in. And my actual point, I'll have to do some estimating. So let me clear a little space. So this is about 300, and then if I go over, that's at about 4,000-ish, I'm estimating. So in this case, my residual is this actual point, the y value here, 4,000 minus what I predicted. And I'm going to get a negative number here. So I've got 4,000 minus 5537.9. That's going to be negative 1537.9. So to interpret this residual, I just want to compare the actual and the predicted. So in this case, the actual is less than the prediction. So the line is above my point, my actual point. The line's up here and my actual point's down here. So in this case, since the line is above the actual point, we would say the predicted, and this is operating cost, is 1537.9. Since it's over the actual point, we're going to say it's this much dollars too high. So you're always interpreting the residual based on what the predicted line did. So in this case, it overshot. It was above the actual point. So we would just say the predicted cost is too high. If it was under, then we would say the predicted cost is too low. So like this residual up here, this actual point and where it would be on the line, that's an example of where you would say the prediction is too low because it's under or below the actual point.